can contribute outside, why not on this group? Like, why not to your own people? The second thing is the groups we have, local connection groups, like online groups and stuff. We have to make it a little more effective. How? That depends on how we kill the age barrier, the batch barrier, and make it a single thing that is in NITROAA. And that specifically depends on all of us, not a single person.
Very good. Very good. Any questions for that table?
No, yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
So we talk about brand image of NITROAA. We're talking about how do we make this organization so that people will be proud of that?
Yes.
Okay. So did you discuss anything on that so that when I say I'm part of NITROAA, I feel good about it? What action we can do?
The productivity of NITROAA. So if I know, like if I know that, okay, if I'm approaching NITROAA, the things are going to be solved. So that brand value doesn't come overnight. Like, okay, so we are discussing about
one small thing in the brand thing. The little thing about something you relate to, right? See, in REC and all, we used to have this NCC, right?
Yes.
Something to do.
Yeah.
You just want to get up and rifle and all these things. But guys used to join that. The fact is, why you want to join it? You're interested in difference. If you say I was part of NCC, you will definitely get it, and then your chances of getting that is very high. So that is the brand. So now we need to see if we want to be part of NIT, what do we get out of it?
That's a very good point. You know, it again depends on that NCC. I studied in science school. Probably in mine, I have a little more attachment from my school than from NITROAA. I'm just to be honest. A lot of people feel the same way. And second thing is, it doesn't have to be the. This has to sort of be an extension of your existing commitment. People are not going to sacrifice their commitment to their community or their school, college, whatever. This has to somehow fit in. So and second thing, we need to be very specific of what branding is. Too broad and too vague. So that's just my thought. Any comments?
I think we have to move on. Let's hold the thoughts. We have lots. We can now follow up.
Humor. Lunchtime we were talking about everybody gets a shirt like this with NITROAA. What the brand?
All right. Who is the advocate in this group?
Start with something what we have here.
Whose handwriting is this? Really good.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was sorry, no.
Can you audit this one?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Streaming, live stream.
Yeah.
The people who are interested in that.
2 minutes. Oh man, I already lost that. So first we talked about what we mean by connectivity and affinity, because there's a lot of overlapping things about communication and things, right? So what it came down is why you want to associate yourself with NITROAA kind of a thing, and what is in for you kind of a thing, right? So we thought having a subgroup with a common interest, right, or a common purpose will really give you that kind of a connectivity. And I'll go into it a little bit more. And the subtopics could be a social in nature, professional in nature, or it could be the second generation connectivity, what is going to happen with your family, kids and stuff, right? Then again, we also thought about the same thing. We just need to blindly figure out how to build our network bigger. But how do we do it is again the question will come back. We'll talk about it a little bit. And then of course we need to have this local social gathering, but you kind of weeded that out saying that that's an event. You're not talking about connectivity again. So that's one. I still have 1 minute, I guess, right? So now I want to get into a few things about whatever came to me as solutions, right? See, certain things, right? One basic thing, what I believe is whatever you already have, which we say that I'm from REC or NIT, right? Whatever you already have or you possess already, the value of that will be little lesser than what you want to get. So if you focus on I'm part of REC and part of it, the value is little less. But if you say that I want to become a startup guy, and if there is a forum for me to connect with startup people, it's great. If I can have a forum to talk to like a PhD, that is a very important because I want to do a PhD. Or if I'm in the corporate layer, I have a very good chance to become a CEO, CFOs. And if I can talk to my NIT people who are CEOs and CIOs, I'll have a huge advantage for me to be ahead of the game, right? That's the most important. What is my future and the platform being as an REC. And a similar thing, right? See, Amazon, right? Like, say, take an Amazon thing. Everybody is a user there. We're already a user. Why would I go back to Amazon? Because I'm getting a good deal, not because I'm part of an Amazon, right? So we're already REC now. What is the deal from here? What deal am I getting from being a part of this? If there is a deal, I think we connect more.
Value.
And the deal is, as simple as this. Somebody has done research about how to get your kids into the best colleges or how to get a financial aid.
That will get everyone, trust me.
Somebody has already done that research, and I'm a little deep on doing that research. If I have a forum to connect in that regard, then I will definitely want to spend money, and I want to make my time. I mean, even though I'm busy, I'll make time to connect with them. Or if I connect with intellectual people, like we had a great conversation, these are also good stuff, But looking forward is what matters, not about like I was having a cigarette in back post. Right? That's all it does.
Great point.
That's a great point.
Thank you.
We have questions. I love your idea. Wherever anybody talks, you go with your laptop.
Thank you, mostly for taking the notes, and we had a discussion, and most of it have been said, so there are some overlapping here, which is good actually. We are thinking the right way. So we try to divide this in different ways: with whom, how, when, and what. Right. So first with whom, who are the people who should be communicating? And we have about 5 different groups here. Obviously, first one is NITROAA, the overseas alumni, like we are part of that. Who are the movers and shakers? Who are the people really responsible for? Then communication about the institute, which is mostly, number 3 and number 5, they're more or less similar links, right? So there should be a link between overseas association and the global NITROAA, what we have in IT. And we already have a mechanism in place for that. I mean, there is a breeze that we need to establish or maybe enhance the breeze. And then the other factor, external communication, which we heard 2 examples of, Michael, you have already established certain thing, and Amresh, things like how we establish the link between the institute and other universities or other startups, how to make that. So that is those are the different ways of people who should be communicating with, right? These are the 5 different ways. So next is how.
Wow. We have 4 pages.
All right. So how, I think as part of arranging this specific event, and I should really hats up to Mr. Dasvarma here, who, and obviously folks, local convention committee, we already have email, Facebook, LinkedIn database. Some of the databases are not really updated yet, so we have to wait to update the database regularly. Phone call. I think this is something Venkat, you also suggested, and Sandeep Babu has been telling us all along. Just email is not enough, right? And I know I have done few phone calls. I'm still guilty of not doing my duty properly, but I reached out to 10 people, and 8 of them became life members, right? And that is, I still have to reach out to 15 more. But this persistency, and talking about phone call, because let's say my alumni at NJIT in Columbia, they call me like at least twice a month. They call me, okay, give us some money. And finally, I give some money to them, right? So that is a good way to do it. So some kind of a phone call, and how we do it, we kind of have ad hoc mechanism to do that. We are doing like batch-wise, geographical. Let's say New York, New Jersey, with Sibacha, Rabin, and myself, right? We try to have local get-together, call them, and batch-wise, 1985 batch, let's say Dilip and myself, both of us are here, but we can try to have a group-wise call, right? That way they will listen to us more. And people I know, for example, I reached out to Texas people, 10 of them, and they're different batch, but I just know them, right? So they kind of related to my request and they became members. So just at my face value. More of a local get-togethers. We kind of do it in an ad hoc way, but you can have a local chapter of New York, New Jersey, for example, or Texas, right? Alumni outreach, what is this?
Yeah, alumni, we don't know. It should be headed by somebody.
Okay, the important thing, having a membership drive committee, I don't know whether we have it. And this committee, if we form, would report to the Board of Governors, right? And can have some kind of a monthly status report, right, as to how things are going. I know in IEEE we have that. We have webinar every month, like just to see how the membership is going up and down. Some kind of a statistics, right? Then you can see how things are fluctuating. Some kind of a, just like stock value, right? Ask others to help if this is not working. So obviously you can get all the other help. All right, I think I need to move on quickly. Then what to communicate. The one good example I'll say, Sigocha promised that last year, and he has delivered, right? You see this whole streaming thing going on? That will have an impact, immense impact, I'm telling you. And he's sending all the way, and all these guys who couldn't come today, and they're all excited to know. And this is a very small thing, but a very high impact thing. And I really like to thank Sigocha for that. And he really delivered it. He did it in Kumar Purnima, right, last year, started there, and this is the next pilot project. We should really thank Sigocha for that. And they get instant updates, so they find the value right there, right? Updates about the institute, jobs, opportunities, monthly newsletter. This is something we can try. Even if just one page, people get it. At least some people will read it, right? Then we can update that. This was the suggestion from maybe you had the OSHA experience that helped you there, right? Professional affinity group. I think that was also discussed by previous members there. We have Dr. Surya Mahapatra here, right? So people who are, let's say, aspiring, try to be CEO, CFO, CTO of the companies, can have that kind of. Some people are faculty, right? So I like to, as a junior faculty, let's say somebody like to get advice from senior faculty. Startups like Sigocha, right, or Palas, right? They can mentor the young people to become entrepreneurs. So we can have something like that. That way people get motivated. We have to we also say list of activities, right? People should know what kind of activities we are doing. Sometimes we just do it, but people don't know about it, right? And that can be done through monthly newsletter in one way, right? We do that through OSHA. OSHA, for example, we do that. When means how often communication need to meet every month. Escalation. What was the escalation?
It means if somebody is not responding, call for help.
Call for help. Okay, or we are all busy.
Somebody locally go and meet them and convince them to get on board.
I think one thing is we are all busy people. So even if I really want to do it, sometimes I just cannot do it. And I know I've disappointed Sandeep many times just because I just cannot do it. But I really want to do it, right? So in that case, I can reach out to Sigocha or Lalatu. Hey, I really don't have bandwidth. Can you help me? So I have it in my heart that I just don't have enough energy or whatever time, right? A monthly newsletter we all talked about, right? I think these are the things we thought about. We can start in a small way, but we can grow and grow. Thanks.
Thank you. This is great. I think one request I have, really appreciate you guys giving your input. We have a lot to do, but we have a lot less capacity. The committee, the board worked really hard over the last 1 year to accomplish very little. So what I'm requesting, any of you are interested to become, to follow up on some of these items and work on them, please send your name to the email group. Let's start communicating there, and we can form subgroups, virtual subgroups, and work on some of these items. Right, thank you all again.
Just a quick comment. One thing I noticed in private conversations, the perception is not reality. I didn't hear that from any of us. One of the barriers I noticed that there's still a little perception of the school is still where I think we need to make a conscious effort. This is nothing, this is not reality, there is nothing to do with that. And I think that's holding back a lot of our drive to get more people like this. There's nothing. I mean, at the end of the day, we are speaking English for something. I was connected. Oh, sorry.
With a group,
I want comment. Last year we had to
so we can, those who I'm sending you, we can keep, 10 minutes or 5 minutes. These are already on it. Just link, give me the link.
All right, I think it's a great discussion. We have to continue this. We are going to take a short break. We have a roundtable of very interesting topic to very, all of you are going to love it.
Valuable.
So
but before you go, I want to make one comment. If you don't hear from us, you email us that one what happened, because then only it will become, effective.
So the break is over in 15 minutes?
break is till 3:15. We will regroup till 3:15 until 4:15.
Yeah.